And joining us now is attorney and cyber safety expert Parry Aftab. She is the founder of Wired Safety. It is a group dedicated to protecting internet users from online crime and cyberbullying. Thanks for joining us this morning, Parry.
Good morning.
And if you look at what this law says, it sounds to me like it could potentially keep the liability away from the schools and away from the state, but not necessarily keep the predators out. Is that how you read it?
Well, I think it's well-meaning but misguided. This law shouldn't have been passed. There are lots of other ways to get at it, and I think it's fear-based, whereas we're seeing a lot of good that's coming from teachers being able to communicate with their students and students being able to confide in their teachers when things go wrong. They're often the trusted adult.
What would then be a way to securely keep kids in the clear?
Well, I think what we need to do is set up some policies, not necessarily laws. Make sure that teachers know what they can and cannot do. We need to make sure that students know where to go in case teachers are acting inappropriately and know how to report it. So we teach everyone to handle this in an intelligent way instead of turning off the faucet entirely.
Is this a Band-Aid to a much larger problem, and that is if a teacher is a sexual predator, then they're going to be a predator no matter what?
Yeah, I don't even think it's a Band-Aid. I think you put a Band-Aid on somebody else for a problem that somebody down the block has. I just think it's totally off. And so what we need to do is recognize that there are ways of dealing with this, and most of teachers are not sexual predators. Most of them have great relationships with their students, and social media is a crucial part of education these days.
What will change cyber safety? I mean, is there a way to keep kids more secure, and is there a law that would do that?
Well, I don't think I want a law that's going to make kids more cyber secure. We have sites that are doing a lot. Facebook itself has educational people who deal with this and help teachers. There's a software called Minor Monitor that will allow parents to see what their kids are doing on Facebook. There are others like that. There's so much we can do by educating all sides on how to handle this. You don't need a law. You need better education.
What about the educators themselves? What should schools do differently?
I think that schools need to teach the educators how to handle social media and interactions with their students so that their students don't see the teachers dancing around in lampshades after a weekend party that we're allowed to do as adults, but maybe you don't want your students to see. You need to draw the line. We need to teach them how to use the privacy settings so only certain things are available to their students and from students to their teachers, and teach them how to communicate responsibly with each other.
Parry Aftab, thank you. We appreciate your feedback this morning.
I appreciate it too.